Darkness is darkness. You cannot see what it conceals. You cannot understand what is hidden inside. Then it clears up slowly, gradually. You become impatient. You start rewinding the film very rapidly. You keep rewinding. You start chasing the clouds. It suddenly appears in front of you, naked, defenseless, makeup-free, without lie. Your eyes are dazzled. Your eyelashes get tangled. This city is also beautiful early in the morning. It is already itself as soon as it wakes up. No rush. Natural. Pure beauty. This city is Ordu. It cleans you with the oxygen of its green hair. Today is my first day in Ordu. Before I set off on a discovery journey of the place, those who know the place told me a few words about it. They said, "The place you're heading for is a perfect place for nature lovers. You'll see the art and beauty of all nature united together. You'll witness how generous nature has been with this land when walking through the heart of silence." From the early minutes, I had already felt what they had been trying to explain. You are promptly embraced by the place's magical experience. This is my first morning. My first stop is the Kudinjik waterfall, located 20 kilometers from the city center. Its flashing water sound welcomes you at the end of the path. I can't understand how it succeeds doing so. It seems to explain two contradictory emotions. It is both humble and splendid. Either it doesn't mind about its magnificence, or it's not aware of its beauty. A 200-year windmill is standing in front of me. I won't be easily sated when taking photos here. My second stop on my first day was the Kupkaya Canyon. It's located 32 kilometers far from the city center too. Kardishler village belongs to the county of Ulubey. At the top of the canyon, in a flat and smooth area, there is an icy drinking fountain. People love coming here for picnics. Those who love canoeing or fishing go down the creek during the weekend. To start, I have the feeling of being like eagles at the top of the canyon. My soul is becoming free. It is flying. Then my feet become like a fish. They are disappearing in glacial water. People first settled in this city during the 7th century before Christ. This means people have been treading upon this land for centuries. But again, when taking a walk through Ordu's landscape, when you come to these places, you don't feel like leaving anymore. You can't move elsewhere. Either you just tell yourself, anyway, no one has been able to go further than this place. Or sometimes it is as if nature is trying to stand in my way. It can be difficult for you, human beings, to go beyond this place, it says. This is what I felt when I tried to burrow in the depth of the canyon. The only point I could reach at the end pinned me down on the rocks. The landscape I saw literally captivated. It took me away. It mixed me with waters and poured me in nature. Ah, the rain started. Firstly, the sun come out, then a bit of wind. Now it started to rain. The oblong rock is just magnificent. If you stay one-to-one with nature here, you can forget everything, even yourself. You forget the huge town you come from, the millions of peoples rushing, the traffic lights, cars jammed for several kilometers, people who get bored in traffic jams, horns, people sulking at work, conversations, those who grow irritated with anger, gossip, shouting, laughter, confusion, even yourself. There, hours similar to minutes fly away. There, days pass away one by one hastily. And yet, if one day you stay one-to-one with majestic mountains, you will be overwhelmed by the same feeling you have when staying under the stars, feeling smaller and smaller. You'll see minutes getting longer and longer. Then you take a deep breath, and you'll remember you're alive thanks to the unique breath, a unique breath. They say you can't go beyond this canyon. Maybe they felt it when they named the canyon. It is huge, powerful, challenging. It really looks impassable. It's like a postcard. There's postcards everywhere. The meadow of Kabalak is a perfect place for hiking and recreation. It is so peaceful to walk among sheep. Little lamb. Young lamb. I don't know if that shepherd is satisfied with his life, but I know that at least dozens of people longing for that life and who would like to escape from big towns and be in this place. It's so beautiful. You can come here, the Rock of the Wolf, from Ordu's Kabaduz County. The Rock of the Wolf is 300 meters higher from the sea. You can come to some place by car. The climbing is extremely enjoyable, not difficult at all. You feel like a cartoon hero when very high in the clouds. The sight is extraordinary, out of reality, too beautiful to be true. Clouds are floating like a huge ocean. Not many words are left to the mankind down among hills. And the result again is magnificent. Let's finish this day at this point, breathing deeply and embracing the landscape's beauty. Ulugöl is only 17 kilometers away from the city center of Ordu. It belongs to the county of Gököy. This crater lake is surrounded by a huge forest composed of oak trees. I can see dozens of bike riders at Ulugöl. The safari bike riders group of Ordu. Today they will ride bikes through nature all day long, and here is their starting point. They will ride several kilometers today. On the one hand, they will pedal one after another. They will make efforts. On the other hand, they will enjoy birds chirping and nature's pleasant perfume. Then they will be stricken by fresh oxygen. Once in bed at night, they will be overwhelmed by a sweet tiredness. They'll sleep like a log. They will sleep like babies. Rustling sound of leaves is another voice of peace or bird sounds. No other sound. Trees were completely covered here. Sky does not appear. It's so beautiful. And now in front of you, Black Sea's area's biggest waterfall, called Otamış. It is 30 meters high. It is falling so noisily. And although the sudden heavy rain, it does not keep me from observing alpinists getting slowly down from the top of the waterfall. I really love to watch people who match with nature, who have become a part of it, people who live in harmony with nature. When watching them, I become part of the rain, with rain too. I'm falling. I'm ending my day on the Turnasuyu meadow walking path. I'm thanking this beautiful day which has flown away on a small wooden bridge. This is how I say farewell to this day. I have now got used to waterfalls located in this area a lot. I don't want to spend a single day without waterfalls. Fortunately, I'm lucky enough on this point. I'll be short of days if I want to see all the waterfalls, or I should have more than 100-day holiday. I learned from the governor İrfan Balkanlıoğlu, a nature lover, whom I met at Chiseli Waterfall, that there are more than 100 waterfalls in Ordu. I also learned many other things about the place.
Whatever exists in Black Sea be half beauty. All of them exist abundantly in Ordu. There are countless creeks. I know at least 100 waterfalls like this waterfall. There are creeks that are much more higher and that flow more lushly than this waterfall. There are large canyons that are suitable for extreme sports such as canoe races. And there are valleys, forests and greenery everywhere. Because of lack of the agricultural activities, spraying activities and fertilization activities, all water flows very clean to drink.
Because there are no chemical drugs.
There are no chemical pesticides, so our seas are very clean and they have also blue flags. All wastewater are served to sea by purifying. In this sense, it is a fact that Ordu serves a peaceful climate and life standards. Ordu's beaches, forests and natures are beautiful and different from the other regions. I think Ordu is the most beautiful city that is worth to visit and see. And Ordu is the most available city to make a real tableland tourism. It is the best part of the Ordu's nature. Because people have this awareness recently, even though tourism activities will be happened from now on, we take precautions not to deteriorate this nature, beauty and naturalness. Tableland tourism, coolness, forests, greenery, valleys.
Nature.
Being along with nature, endemic plants, such a beautiful and wonderful flowers. People want to have a holiday here. There are some areas that people live in deserts, but there is no water, no forests, no trees. There are so many people who want to see them, and they have discovered the Black Sea. They visit Trabzon and Rize mostly. 260,000 tourists from Saudi Arabia come to this region and they support our tourism to develop. We have started to introduce here in Arab world. We will say that we are all in this tourism. Ordu is the city that has 4 blue flags in Black Sea. Even in city center there is a beach that has blue flag and it's available for having a swim. I talk about those wonderful bay. We have also the most famous beaches of Black Sea. Jaka Beach, Efirli Beach and the beach in the city center. They are the ones that I can remember first. These beaches have also blue flags. There are 3 airports like this. They are all made by filling the sea in the middle of the sea. One of them is in Japan, the other one is in Hong Kong, and the other one is in Ordu in Turkey. The airport of Giresun and Ordu appeals to our 2 cities. These extremely cute 2 neighbor cities of Black Sea have an airport at last. This airport is available for international flights. This advantage of the airport will affect our tourism because transportation is the most important point in tourism. Namely, if you want to reach your ultimate goal as soon as possible, it lasts half an hour to come to this beauty through the airport.
I'm now in a place which is 2,300 years old, the fortress of Kurul of the Council Fortress. This is the first place in the East Black Sea area where archaeological excavations were conducted. Further to excavations conducted in 2010, it resulted that the fortress belonged to the period of 6th Mithridates. Entrance doors, ceramics, coins representing gods, goddess busts, and numerous things were found during the searches. Excavations work will continue for a long time here. A secret history is hidden underneath, and who knows what else is hidden under the fortress. I'm resting on a rock at the top of a fortress overlooking the town like a bird. I'm overwhelmed by an indescribable sense of joy and freedom. Nature livens my emotions up, one by one. It surrounds me with the joy of living. Flowers can't hide themselves when I go for a walk around the fortress. Their scented fragrance embalms the forest. Fragrances are mingled and coalesce with nature. They all become a unique whole. Yes, I will do it. I will close my eyes and I will hop like a bird. Boztepe is 450 meters above the sea. Here is one of the first places where paragliding started in Turkey. You can either climb by car or take the cable car, admiring the splendid landscape. My aim is not verbalism. I'm not trying to calm down my excitement. I can't guess how I look, but it is a worrying inside me. It will be an unforgettable experience for me. I will run. I will run. The wind will fight with me. It will even throw me out to utterly different places. Then I won't feel my feet on the ground, both physically and spiritually. And very slowly I will start to fly. I will be as light as a feather, as if I weigh 1 gram, as if there is no gravity anymore. Smile, Bilge, smile. This photo will become a memory one day, but this photo at the same time immortalizes the day you flew, as you sometimes do in dreams, when you slowly fly from one place to land to another. But do you know what is really wonderful? This is not a dream, but reality. You are finally flying like birds. The sea is clear. This passage is so beautiful. The county of Perşembe is down there. This is also one of the few slow cities. What means slow city? There are no exhaust fumes there, no factories around. Life is too easy, beautiful, flowing heavily. There is no air pollution. It's in touch with nature. Look at the beauty of the sea, smooth, deep blue. Take it easy. The people live life fully. Slow city, that is to say, the concept of slow city was created in Italy in 1999. Today it gathers 182 members in 28 countries, going through 70 criteria necessary for a city to be rewarded with the title of slow city. The county of Perşembe has successfully passed those criteria. I just don't want to content myself looking at the town as a bird. I want to penetrate its veins. I also want to penetrate its old charming houses. If you come to Ordu during spring, you'll be able to live 4 seasons in a day. I saw both the sun and the snow here. Seasons, too, are generous here. There is a sweet freshness at the plateau of Aybastı, Perşembe at the moment, because the altitude rises to 830 meters at the county of Aybastı. Now I understand why people prefer to spend summer here. They go up to the meadows and gently cool off. The meadow of Aybastı, located in Perşembe, is one of the most important meadows of Ordu. Turkish people who came from Central Asia already celebrated festivals here years ago. Festivals are still being organized here during summertime. We can see horse races and children have fun on merry-go-rounds. You can never have enough of watching this landscape. When watching and listening to nature, it is strange enough, but nature helps you to become relaxed. Nature stabilizes your inner serenity.
Kolay gelsin.
How's it going?
Kazankaya şelalesi.
Do you know the Kazankaya waterfall?
Gidebiliriz. Götüreyim istersen.
Götüreceksin. Zor mu?
Where is it?
Bulamaz mıyım?
Can I go there? Are you going to take me
Hadi o
there?
zaman gidelim.
Is it difficult to find?
Aa, o da lazım mı olacak yolda? Her gün okulu bu yoldan.
Yok hafta sonları hani
The road to Kazankaya waterfall, a perfectly tailored garment for those who are crazy about landscape and nature. It's a perfect hiking path. Sometimes you need to walk on different edges of the stream when skipping the stones. I am happy again when I see Doğan's presence by my side, who came as a volunteer. I'm happy once again. He is both very helpful and a real gentleman. He is a fantastic guide for someone coming from the city like me. You can't imagine how well he matches with nature. So well that he skips the stones like a bird. It is as if living on a place without any gravity, as if weight doesn't exist anymore, elasticized and light-footed. At the end of a pleasant walk with Doğan, we are reaching our target, arriving at the waterfall of Kazankaya. It's a fantastic place. I'm silent. I don't want to interfere between the beauty and you. When walking through Ordu's canyons, mountains, waterfalls, meadows, you can often come across historical wood mosques. You can see those historical wooden mosques in most counties and villages. Those mosques were built with a special wood technique based on the Turkish Anatolian and Central Asia's traditional architecture. Though some are extremely old, they still remain solid in perfect state. Since they were made of wood, they incredibly match with nature. Furthermore, apart from wood mosques, you can see very beautiful historical mosques dating from the Ottoman and Seljuk period. Today in Ordu, I got used to the green nature and embraced nature, but there is also the sea. How beautiful the Black Sea is.
Yemyeşil dağlardan şimdi indik denize, Karadeniz'e. Karadeniz'in de dalgaları epey güzel. Burada hep balıkçı tekneleri var. Sağa sola baktığınız zaman böyle gezi teknesiyle burada dolaşmak da şahane.
As far as the sea tourism is concerned, Ordu is the luckiest city of eastern Black Sea region. You can find the longest beach and the longest coast of the region here. Natural blue flag beaches can even be found in the city center. Magnificent bays and recreation places too. It is possible to see fishermen's boats early in the morning. You can even go fishing with the fishermen if you like to. Be sure you won't be turned down by the fishermen. All the people of the Black Sea are hospitable and social. Please meet with the pilot. Confused Ali, who is in the car. His friends nicknamed him Confused. Confused Ali was very stubborn. He believed he could surmount any holes and bumps. While watching him, when we say okay, he won't get out of here and he'll burn the engine. Well, you're mistaken. He persists. He succeeds in getting over and he does not ruin the engine either. This man has no limits. As he works in the industrial sector, he repairs his car by himself at the end of the off-road. Confused Ali is not the only one I liked, but there are many off-roaders clubs in the area where they are all eager to feel great excitement like Confused Ali. I was not brave enough to get in their car, but watching them was highly sufficient for me. I thought my heart would stop very often. After watching the off-road, I head for mountains again. I'm fond of watching horizons stretching to eternity. Here is the hill of Yoros. The city forest of Yoros is 900 meters higher than the sea, and it is located at only 13 kilometers from the city center. If you ask me to choose the most splendid sight I've seen in Ordu, I'll give you a very easy answer. I won't be able to choose. You can't ask a child, who do you like most, your mother or your father? There is a multitude of historical churches and mosques in Ordu, and perfectly conserved houses too. There are approximately 725,000 inhabitants in the city. It is also in harmony with nature, an ideal and peaceful place, a very nice town to live in with children. Endless mountains in the middle of endless seas. It is a fairy tale-like place. Yasonburnu belongs to the county of Çaytepe. It is a peninsula which looks like an embroidery. Both local and foreign tourists are crazy about this place. The brides who want to take pictures too. During the 3rd century after Christ, Christians would come here from Giresun to celebrate Jesus' birthday and the Feast of Lights. The Yasons Church, specially architected by Christians, had been built in 1868 by Greek and Georgian Orthodox who lived in the region. Those who want to see the sun from different angles, like me, are fond of Yasonburnu, because it's possible to admire the sunrise and the sunset during 325 days a year, people say. I will tell myself I hope I will come back and back to Ordu, because I really, really like this city a lot.